Access more.
No matter who you are, life can feel like a roller coaster. But in the beauty and the chaos, life is full of love, joy, and kindness. Merry Christmas and welcome to the Candace Cameron Bure podcast. I'm Candace. But this podcast, it's not all about me, it's actually about you. I'm here to introduce you to some of my friends and have open conversations about life's challenges, celebrations, and everything in between. And it's time to celebrate my absolute favorite season of the year. I'm bringing in special guests to talk all things Christmas. And in January, we'll go back into our deep dive with Tara Lee Cobble about faith. Before we jump in, I want you to know about our favorite place for you to watch and listen to the Candace Cameron Bure podcast, Access More. The Access More network is home to great shows from people like Paula Ferris, Benjamin and Kirsten Watson, Bob Goff, and so many more. And we are thrilled that season 1 of the Candace Cameron Bure podcast will be available there too. To watch full video episodes of my show, go to accessmore.com, the Access More app, or you can follow the link directly from candace.com. I'll also have a link in all of my show notes. Hey everyone, today my guest is Jill Wagner. Jill is a model, she's an actress, she's a mom, she's an executive producer, she's a host. You might know her from playing Kate on Teen Wolf. You might know her from hosting the game show Wipeout for several seasons. And she has a new series called Lioness. Jill, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Candace. Anytime. I love you. Anytime.
I feel like we're kindred spirits, not only because we have so many Christmas movies together, and husbands who play hockey or did play hockey. I feel like we should tell viewers that because I remember meeting you and David at a party, and David was like, I played hockey with Val. Or against Val.
Yeah, I still don't understand. I was like, were you guys on the same team? Were you against or whatever? But I remember him telling me how nice your husband was. And I was like, well, he has to be. Look at Candace. So.
But although I would say on the ice, they're not always so nice. Like there's a lot of chirping going on the ice. So for him to say that, that's pretty cool.
No, exactly. And that's the thing. My husband actually is, I know is a lot like your husband. He's really nice. He's a nice guy, but then you get him on the ice and he's, totally different.
It's
other
all
sides of him come out.
It's all business. I know.
Yeah.
I want to talk about your haircut, first of all, for those of you that are watching on YouTube, because honestly, I've never seen anyone more gorgeous with you are so stunning and beautiful, truly from the inside out. So let me just say that your heart is even more beautiful than your exterior, but your exterior is stunning. Okay. And then you're gorgeous with your long flowing locks. And then you cut it off for Lioness. And I didn't even think you could become more beautiful. And it is, is like, I just can't get over it. I want to keep talking about it. How did you feel cutting off your hair? Because I'm like, don't grow it back. It's so unbelievable.
Oh my God. Don't tell my husband that. Like he's, that was the only person to be honest with you, that I was a little scared of because he loves long hair.
So does my husband.
He loves it. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's a guy thing. And so I was just, I was like, well, I want my husband to be attracted to me. I mean, I know he's going to love me and everything, but I still wanted, so that was kind of, I guess, my biggest worry. But, he said something to me that was really sweet. He was like, it's your confidence in the fact that you can do this. And you're showing our girls like what it means to just be confident in who you are. It's not just all about, because I think as women, we hide behind our hair a lot. Like that's part of like our femininity and, so we use that. And when you don't have it, I mean, I'll tell you first up, when you don't have it, you have to pull from different places, because
totally.
I don't necessarily, thank you so much for saying that about how you think that, I was attractive without my hair, because I felt, I don't know, when you cut it off, it's like, okay, so I'm just like I'm this girl that looks like a boy now. And,
you are so striking with it. I was just like, I didn't think you could get any more beautiful. So I'm in love with it. And I will say that I completely hide behind my hair. So I understand that. And, I would be scared to cut it. So not only did you take that step, but like you are rocking it like nobody I've ever seen rock it before.
I will thank you. But I will tell you, I wasn't totally 100% brave because Taylor Sheridan, who's the showrunner, talked to me about shaving it. And I was like, I was like, can we go somewhere in between?
Right. I think you made the right choice.
Yeah. I was like, I need a little bit of hair to hide behind.
Yeah. So you've been working on that for a while now, right? And now you're finally back home. You're getting a break for the holiday or what?
To be honest with you, they're still working, but I had to take a break. We've got some things going on at the farm here that needed my immediate attention because, as you know, when you leave, everything starts to fall apart, especially when you've got contractors that need answers. And so I had to come back and oversee a couple of things, but selfishly, I just wanted to get back home for a couple days because I haven't been here in a couple months, and to come back, I wish I could like turn this camera around because I'm looking at just the mountains and fall and my favorite time of year here. And, it's really, really, it's just a beautiful place to be. And it's, it's home. I mean, everybody feels that way about their home.
Of course.
So you have to go.
And you always appreciate your home that much more when you miss it and you're not home. And our jobs take us away and out of town a lot. And so home feels so good. I always feel like as long as I can see my husband every couple weeks, home is where my husband and my children are. My children are adults now, so it's a little bit different, but wherever we can be together, that feels like home. But there's no better place than my own bed and my own pillow.
Yeah, the pillow. The pillow.
Do you bring your own pillow on location shoots?
I used to make fun of people that did that. And I was just like, oh my God, come on. You're going to be on the airplane with your pillow. And then now I'm that person because I'm sorry. It will make or break you. Yep,
it will. I'm right there with you. So let's talk about Christmas. And I would love to hear about your new movie. It's already aired on Great American Family, but tell us, for those, it's called A Merry Christmas Wish, and you star in it along with Cameron Matheson. So tell us about the movie. Tell me how, I know Cameron, so I know he's fabulous. Like, just tell me all the things.
Yeah, so I knew Cameron in passing, but I don't think I really knew Cameron. And when we got on set, it was just like this instant, I don't know, I think it's because we have the same sense of humor, and I just find him really funny. And we got into so much on this film, and he's such a great actor. He's a really good actor. Mm-hmm. And what I really like in a partner is someone that can play. And I know a lot of the times the script supervisor really doesn't like me because I like to go off book and wander around the script. And he was so great in the fact that I'd just say, okay, well, I might throw some different things at you. And he picked it up and threw it right back at me. And I love that in a partner.
Yes.
And he's always in such a good mood. I'm like, how are you always so happy? And he's genuinely happy. He doesn't fake it, Yeah. He's just got this light and this spirit. And so for the character and who he was playing, it was just perfect. It was like they wrote the character around him instead of vice versa. And so really just makes my job that much easier. Yeah. In fact, it's like, dare I say this? I probably shouldn't say it because everybody else will get mad, but I can say it. I'll say this. He is in my top 2 favorite people that I've ever worked with. And this might, as far as Christmas movies, the experience of filming, this was probably the best experience of filming.
Oh, I love hearing that so much. It's a game changer. Like, I feel the same way in the sense that I've rarely worked with someone I didn't like or didn't have chemistry with. And by chemistry, you just mean friendship. You get along well, you know? And, but there are certainly standouts. And when you have another actor, another partner like that, that makes every day even more exciting to go to because the work ethic is there. You're connecting, you're wanting to make it better, like make it as great as it can be. And the talent is there to be able to do that. There's nothing more exciting as an actor to get to play that way.
Absolutely. And it, gosh, does it make the whole experience feel not like work?
Yes.
I mean, completely not like work. I mean, this movie, I felt bad for getting paid for it, but I had so much fun.
Don't tell Bill Abbott that. Don't tell him.
Bill, if you're hearing this, don't listen to what I'm saying. I'm having a weak moment.
It's very difficult work. No, we do work hard, but it is fun when you get to enjoy it. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. And he did, so much to where I'm like, I feel like I have to talk to Bill. It's like, or I have to talk to you. We need to find some sort of a series for me and Cameron. Like, I don't know, because it was so much fun. I'm like, okay, now what's next? What's next with you? That's how much fun it was. And I'm not usually like that. I'm like, okay, so let's get a different flavor in here. But he's so much fun that I'm like, we can do better. We can keep doing better.
I love that. I love hearing that. And that like makes me want to work with Cameron too. But if you have dibs on him, I totally respect that. Because I also get that.
He's so
I love Cameron.
Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely love him, but we've never done a movie together and so doing these movies for so long, there's only a couple actors that we have yet to have worked together, and Cameron is one of them for me.
Right.
But I'm so glad to hear that. Will you tell for the people that didn't get a chance to watch A Merry Christmas Wish? It's running all month long on Great American Family. So can you just give us a brief synopsis of the movie?
Yeah, she's in marketing and she has to go back to her great uncle's farm because unfortunately he has passed away, and it's up to her to deal with his estate. And she finds out that he's given her the farm, but more than that, he really wants her. His wish is for her to put on Winter Wonderland, which is their little Christmas festival. And she doesn't know anything about doing that. So along comes Dylan. Dylan helps her. And in the process of all of this, there's a lot of healing for her. And I think I'm always drawn to the movies that have, for some reason, a little bit of sadness in them. And I don't know why that is. I think it's because at Christmas, if you've lost someone, there is a little bit of sadness there.
Yes.
And but through that, like, it's the weirdest feeling. It's like there's sadness, but there's so much beauty in Christmas and the meaning that I think you just connect to that feeling of the person that you're really missing. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a beautiful kind of, I don't know, emotional moment. And I think in the film, that was the part of it that I kind of struggled with because, it's like I want to be as real as possible, but I also know that, we're in a Christmas film, so we can't be sad. But I do want to connect to the people that are feeling loss at Christmas, because there's always a way, the end of it, it's always beautiful. And I think that we all have to deal with grief that way. And in this movie, she deals with it in a way through the Winter Wonderland and kind of honoring her great uncle in that way, with Dylan, finds something beautiful in Dylan and in her own self, and just so much.
I love that.
So much to be thankful for her at Christmas. So
it's beautiful. Well, I hope everyone has had a chance to watch it, and if not, do please. So let's talk about your Christmas this year. I'm sure you are like you'll be ready to get back home for Christmas. What are your Christmas plans?
Yeah, it's going to be a little different. I mean, I'm usually like gung-ho with the decorating. I mean, I have a full basement. I kid you not. This is so embarrassing. My entire basement of this house is Christmas. the entire basement. I should probably do a little bit of cleaning out, and I tried to last year, but then I was like, no, I don't want to get rid of that. No, I really like that
because it's so much sentimental, so many sentimental things.
Yeah. So anyway, it's still down there. So my thing is usually after Thanksgiving, we go on the farm and we chop down a tree on our land, and that is the big one that goes in the foyer, and then we have another one that goes in the living room. Well, we're not going to be here. We weren't there for Thanksgiving. So we're just going to get a tree. I'm going to have like one of my neighbors try to go get us a tree and just put it in here. I was like, can you just please put it in there with some water? And as soon as I get home, I will decorate it. Like it's going to be a little bit of a nightmare as far as in trying to get it decorated so fast, because I don't get home until around the 19th of December.
Yeah.
So, we're going to just do what we can.
Yep.
And then, it's really all about David will be home because he's working at the Pentagon right now. So he'll get to come home for Christmas, and then I'll have my family, and it's the girls.
Oh, well, that's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's just going to be a little different, little chaotic.
Yeah, and sometimes those make for the best Christmases when you don't have time to plan all the things, and it just makes you be in the moment and appreciate who's there, and you don't get stressed out because there's nothing you can do about it anyway.
I mean, I got to be completely honest with you. I know my husband loves going to cut down that big tree, and it's just part of our tradition. But for me, putting lights on that 20-foot tree that we have, it is the worst situation. It took me last year, it took me 3 hours because I would get them up at the top and then they went out. And then I would have to take those off and get them.
Oh my goodness.
It was the worst. Yeah. So I'm kind of happy.
I hear you.
I hope he doesn't watch this, but I'm kind of happy that we're not having that tree and I can just go with the little tree.
I get it. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I feel like that's me. I put my own Christmas lights up on my house every year. Sometimes my son, Lev, will help me, but no one wants to do it. And Val doesn't want to do it. So
I'm up on the ladder.
I'm up on the ladder. I get up on the roof and I put my Christmas lights up.
And you staple them? Like, do you how do you get them up there?
I have the little clips that hook onto my gutters. And then I put them on. But I feel like a lunatic sometimes when I do that, and I don't like doing it, but I want the Christmas lights up. It's so important to me. So
it is important. It is important. I mean, I am going to have at our gate, I'm going to have the Christmas wreaths, and then I'm going to do something on our gazebo, and then I'll have the wreaths in the window. I got to do something.
I feel like you always want your neighbors to know that you celebrate Christmas. That's how I feel. Yeah. I'm like, if I don't have lights up or some sort of decorations up on the exterior, which of course it's on the interior as well, but then I feel like I'm not showing the joy of the Christmas season for my neighbors.
Yeah, and with our house in particular, our house is an old house from the 1900s. It's on the National Historic Registry, and it is the man who built this house also built our little town of Tellico Plains, and so it sits up on a hill, kind of overlooking the little town. And I feel, oddly enough, I don't really feel like our house is our house. I feel like it's kind of the town's house. And so if I want to do it for them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I really would love for my husband to build me like a massive big cross, and I was going to light it up and put it up on the hill.
Put him on
town.
that.
Make him do that. Well, I love him, but bless his heart, he's
he got to bless his heart.
Not much of a carpenter. I mean, we're learning.
Okay.
We're learning. So.
Well, I think you need to hire a professional carpenter to do that. And I need to hire a professional to put my Christmas lights up on my house. That's what needs to happen.
For sure so you don't fall off that ladder.
I know. It scares me some years. I love everything about Christmas. And Great American Family Channel is the place to find your new favorite holiday movies all year round. You might be wondering how to watch Great American Family Channel. You can text Christmas to 877 877-999-1225 for more details. And for you Full House fans, they have all the Full House and Fuller House reruns too. Text Christmas to 877-999-1225. Okay, let me do a couple of fun rapid fire Christmas questions. Okay. What is your absolute favorite Christmas food?
Oh, gosh, well, I have two for two reasons.
Yes.
So one of them is called Snow, and it's really simple. It's like with Chex Mix and powdered sugar and chocolate. I make it with my stepdaughter, Leah. And we only make it at Christmas, and we love it. But we can only make it at Christmas because otherwise that's cheating. So
do you make them into little balls, or it's just like in a whole bowl of mix?
It's just the Chex Mix, and you melt the chocolate, you put it down in the chocolate, and then you put the powdered sugar all over it. So it's little pieces of white powdered.
Okay.
It tastes like Twix, to be honest with you. But so we make that, and that's our thing. And then the other one is my mom's macaroni and cheese, because it is to die for. It is the best macaroni and cheese.
So is it like straight up traditional? Does it have a secret ingredient? Does it have bacon in it? Like, tell me about it.
Oh my gosh, you know what? It will this year. It will have bacon in it this year. You just gave me a really good idea. There's this place down the street called Benton's Bacon. If anybody has never heard of this place, go online, order it, whatever you can. Benton's Bacon.
Benton's Bacon, okay.
The best bacon I have ever tried in my entire life.
Is it thick cut?
It's thick, but it's like smoked, and it has a different flavor.
Okay.
It's insane. So anyway, but she just does it with like Velveeta cheese, and I don't know. There's just a lot of groceries in there.
Okay.
As far as cheese, and it's just
But
good.
it's the best.
It's the best.
Okay. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Silent Night. Yeah, we sang that with my growing up. We always sang that Christmas Eve before we ate, and that was kind of our prayer. That was what my grandma did. So we would sing Silent Night, and we still do that if I can make it through it now, because both of my grandparents are gone. So it's really hard to make it through that song, but we still do it.
Do you guys sing Christmas carols? Do you spend a time at all, not necessarily to go out to the street, but even at home? Do you?
So we don't, but oddly enough, a good friend of mine, Tennessee Kinsey, if she's watching, her and her family, they're beautiful musicians. Her mother plays the piano, and her stepfather sings and plays the guitar. And we go over there, and they just sing. They sing hymns, they sing carol. I mean, they're incredible voices, and they can play. And so I just sit there and listen, because nobody wants to hear me sing it. So I just like bask in the glory of them singing, and they do that. So we've, I mean, I don't think anyone can really sing in my family, so or play any kind of instrument.
I know. It's the one thing that I always wish. I'm like, God, I'm very grateful for what you've given me and the talent you've given me, but like, couldn't you just have given me a great singing voice? It's like the one thing I miss. I'm like, I just want to be a singer too. So I'm with you on that.
I think we all are while we're by ourselves in the shower.
Oh, trust me. I sing and God loves my voice. Like, he loves it, because I sing so loudly to him. Girl. Like in worship, I'm at church. Like, I sing like nobody's listening to me. But yeah, if you had to actually put me on a show or a stage and sing, let's just say I'm not going on The Masked Singer anytime soon.
That's what I was going to ask. I was like, what about The Mask?
Nope.
Can we see you there?
Nope. Not happening. What is your favorite Christmas movie?
The Christmas Story.
The Christmas Story. That's the one where Ralphie. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I haven't seen that one in so long. I need to rewatch it.
The father on there, I mean, just all the characters, as far as if you're going to study characters in film and just how perfectly cast that film was, every single one of them, but particularly for me, the father, he's just so grumpy. I don't know why I'm so like, I love that movie. And Ralphie, and I got a chance to meet the actor.
Oh, really?
One day I was auditioning for him. I don't know if he's directing or producing or something. And I could not get out of my head about Ralphie. And I was just like, don't say it, Jill. Don't say Ralphie to him. And what did I do? I was like, Ralphie!
Did you get the part? Did you get the part?
Nope, I didn't get it. He was like, okay, you can leave.
Yeah, bye now. I think I know the answer to this, but where do you most love spending the holiday? Snow or sand?
Oh, snow.
Yeah.
No,
in the mountains. In the mountains, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you a gift giver or a gift receiver? Like, what's your giver?
Giver. I'm pretty good, I have to say. I think about it. Actually, it's year round. So when I go on all my travels, when we work and we travel or vacation or something, I am constantly thinking about Christmas, because sometimes you get in a predicament. You're like, it's December and you're like, oh, I haven't got this person anything. And you're just like, okay, like, let's just get them a Snuggie or whatever.
Right. Right.
No, I think about it and then I make notes. I have a Christmas file on my phone and I make notes.
I do the same thing. I love that you do that.
Yep. So when they say it, like when my dad will be like, I need a new comforter and whatever, but I know he'll never get it. I just put it on
the list.
On my little list.
Do you have a favorite gift that you've ever given?
Yeah. I think it would have to be for David. I started putting together, when we started dating, a scrapbook of our life and how we met, and because we have a really interesting story, and it just kind of put all of the pictures and everything. And now I look at that, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I gave that, because it was, and he was just like, I can't believe you put this much effort into a gift, but, I don't know. It was just, it's my favorite thing now. Like, it sits in our living room on the coffee table, and
that sounds so beautiful.
My girls will fight over it one day.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. What an heirloom to pass down.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Okay. Very last question. Okay. What is your 2022 Christmas wish?
I have a little book. I started this tradition where I have a little book, and it's the Christmas Eve Chronicles, and everybody who is at the house writes a little something. Mm-hmm. And usually it's kind of like a wish for the next year. And I elaborate on what I want for my family. But I think, to sum it up, it's really kind of, I'm the same every single year. And I don't know if it's a wish as much as it is a Christmas prayer. It's kind of, I pray over my family and my friends for their health and the happiness. And then it's just, God bless this world and all of the people in it, and guide us, because we need it.
We sure do.
And I think that's probably never going to change. That's probably going to be my wish every single year, because that's the way I really feel. I think as long as my friends and my family are happy, and I can feel safe and, in my environment, then, like, I'm happy. I'm good. I don't need much more than that.
Amen to all of that. Keep making that your wish and your prayer. That was beautiful. Yeah. Jill, thank you so much for joining me on my new podcast. And
yes, congratulations, by the way. I'm so excited for you. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to be listening all the time. I don't know why you didn't do this sooner.
I do. Like, I'm really busy.
Things going on.
But I'm happy that now is the time. So thank you for joining me. Have a really Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. And I will be praying for your rest, your relaxation, and just the ability to just recuperate during that time, and spending it with your family, and go into the new year just feeling rejuvenated and blessed, as we know we both are. And just keeping God at the forefront of it all.
Amen to that. And I wish the same things for you.
Thanks, Jill. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye. All right, now I get to answer a listener question. When you go to Candace.com, you'll see an easy place to write in your questions and comments, and then I'll answer some of them here and in the podcast email. Today's question is from Tracy, who asked, "How is George doing?" Okay, Tracy, I love that you asked me this. For those of you who don't know, George is my fiddle leaf fig tree, and George is thriving. He really is. I've had George for about between 7 and 8 years. Never had a green thumb, but he's like been alive. And just this last year, he was starting to lose a few leaves, and he wasn't looking as healthy as I'd seen him in the past. And then a few Instagram followers told me that he was in rough shape. So I decided to help him grow, and I found some new plant food for him. And I have been following some plant growers online that have helped so much. And when I just came home after filming my Christmas movie, George had about probably 9 to 10 brand new leaves, which was unbelievable. So thank you to my husband, Val, who watered him every week and gave him just the right amount of plant food and made sure that he was facing the sun. So George is beautiful. I will share a pic with you online. And if you want to keep up with George, you can just follow me on Instagram. So thank you, Tracy. And remember, if you have a question, you can ask it at Candace.com. Until next time, be grateful all day, every day. This has been a Candace Cameron Bure podcast, a production of Candy Rock Entertainment. Some of the products and services mentioned are paid promotions. Any advice should be confirmed with a qualified professional. Opinions and ideas are for entertainment purposes only and belong to Candy Rock Entertainment. All rights reserved.